Coffee is consumed for so many different reasons. People drink it to wake up and to stay up. Some only drink it during social interactions. Others enjoy its varied but unique taste. Still more drink it purely out of habit. But the majority of people consume coffee for more than one of these reasons. Just within our research group, coffee influences each of our lives in a different way. Ayelet's coffee habit gets her out of bed in the morning and through long days. She loves the taste and is always up for trying new varieties. Matt drinks coffee with the hopes that it'll make him more efficient and productive in his daily activities. I drink coffee mostly for social reasons. I spend much of my time in coffee shops enjoying the atmosphere they provide. After discovering these differences amongst ourselves, we wondered what the perceptions of others were on this staple product. Varied opinions exist regarding both the social aspects and health effects behind coffee consumption. We wanted to survey and interview college students as well as others in order to answer this question. So, after gathering some data from students in Geneseo, we ventured to Rochester in order to further our research.
If you didn't know, coffee is a ceremony. Every time. Hi, can I pour you some coffee?
Yes, please.
Alright. So that's much better. This is fresh brewed coffee. Can't get this anywhere, only here.
Do you have any preferences for types of coffee?
Strong. Working here, it's like, well, let's branch out. Let's try this blend. See if this I like this taste, and now I know if I like prefer medium to dark or light or like sweet or drink it straight. And yeah, it just depends. It's broadened my coffee horizons a little bit.
I go for a good coffee first. So the coffee must be very good, grade A, and then it needs to be processed properly so that it gives you the richness that you want. And I don't exaggerate with this, so you know, I enjoy a couple of cups a day, and that's all I need.
I usually have a cup in the morning, and then that usually gets me through until I come here in the mid-afternoon or night, and then it's just constant refills. So just basically, it's just at the end of the day. Surprisingly, I drink most of my coffee.
As long as you keep it just the right proportion, whatever you feel good, whatever your body can handle. You know, obviously 6, 7, 8, 10 cups a day is over the limits, I think, for most people, so that's not good.
Yeah.
So it's going to ruin your system.
I started drinking coffee when I was really young, so I feel like now, like, to keep up with the pace, I probably drink like 3 pots a day. It could be like 3 pots. It's quite a bit. I tried like literally had to stop drinking coffee for like, it was like 2 weeks, and it was just after like 3 days I had like the worst headache ever. And, like, that kind of went away, but then, and, you know, like in time I just want coffee again. I don't know.
Honestly, if I don't have my coffee within the first hour, I'll start to get coffee, and I won't be able to like form sentences. I'm just really slow. It's really bad.
If I don't have like coffee or something to wake me up in the morning, I'll feel a little sleepy.
I get headaches if I don't have coffee. I'm addicted, like straight up.
You know, I don't think it's an addiction as much because if I wanted to stop doing it, it would be a couple days of, you know, being foggy about it, but it wouldn't be like I need it. It would just be like, well, this sucks, obviously, because your body gets dependent on it. But is it like a mental addiction? No, I don't think so.
I feel like a lot of it is mental, and like a lot of addictions, you know, like they stem from like a mental root. So I feel like it's the same thing. It's like I need coffee, I need coffee, I need coffee.
Some people get it in their mind that they need it to stay awake.
Yeah.
But you don't.
And a lot of it, I think, too, is people think it wakes them up, but it doesn't really wake them up as much as they think that it would wake them up.
I know people do need it, want it, they gotta have it. You can't function properly without it.
My mom is a coffee addict. Sorry, I had too much before this interview. She drinks at least 4 cups every morning, and if she doesn't, she will be sleeping on the couch.
Do you see it as a negative sort of addiction, or?
No, I don't think it's terrible. There was a lot worse things.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't noticed anything like harmful coming out of it.
A lot of people say that it stunts growth. but I didn't believe it. But now I'm kind of getting it in my head that I kind of do believe it. Because he was just like an inch and a half taller than me. But that's okay. And we're supposed to be identical twins, but whatever.
It's the coffee.
It works.
She blames it on the coffee.
Maybe it's just me.
The media affects actually everything.
Yeah.
And if you ask people how they feel about the health side of coffee, what do they know? Most people really are not investigating this, and what they know is what they hear, and if they hear more of one or another kind of opinion, then that's what they're going to tell you.
Well, one week they say it's healthy, one week they say it's not healthy.
What's the level of truth in this? Most of us really don't know.
And if you really want to be healthy, this is what you drink. Thank you. The end.
What do you mean by be healthy?
More healthful.
Coffee's not healthful?
I don't think it necessarily is.
I think it's not terribly unhealthy, but it's probably not healthy.
It has its pros and cons. I mean, everything. Like, there's tons of things that are considered healthy that if you look and eat or drink too much of them would have a negative effect. But then they have their positive aspects too. Like, you could argue the same thing about red wine. I mean, it's got antioxidants, but some people are against the whole alcohol thing. But I mean, there's pros and cons. So I think it's the same way. It's got its good aspects and it's got its bad aspects.
I do think coffee's just to a certain extent.
Everything we hear so far about all the research and stuff suggests that coffee is good for you. So everything is moderation, 1-2 cups a day, it's just perfect. And then you can either be social with it, or you can also be not social, just with yourself. I mean, I like to have a good cup of coffee when I work in my studio.
Right.
And sometimes there are no other people there. So that works for me as well as sitting with friends and having a social time, The social aspect of this is important and was always important. Okay, and people throughout history had different ways in order to conduct their social activities. Okay, sometimes it was coffee, sometimes it was other kind of drinks, sometimes it was smoking. I mean, if you look at the Indians and you look at the Middle Eastern people and you look at the Far Eastern people, they all had their own. It's both social and it's also cultural. Okay. So if you look at that aspect of human life or human development, it is needed, it was needed. It's not like it has no value. It does have value. And if not coffee, then what else, some people drink coconut milk, for social activities, and some people drink coffee. In our culture, this is what's acceptable. So coffee is very much a cultural thing in addition to being social.
Especially at night, people come in and get coffee and then sit. But I think before class, people just get coffee quick before class. I mean, everyone kind of drinks coffee because it's a college campus. But
For me, it's just college. Everybody in college kind of drinks caffeine.
I think we just start depending on it, telling ourselves we need it. I don't know. I started drinking a lot more when I started in college, just because the late night studying thing. I think we just go what wakes people up, coffee, and just go to it, and then it just becomes like a habit. Whatever
the media is telling us, that since the media is so prominent in our lives, for all aspects of our lives, then we are influenced, right? I mean, you grew up as a teenager, you didn't drink coffee, all of a sudden now you're a college student, and somehow you heard, you saw, whatever, you absorb all these messages, and now you feel, oh, coffee must be part of my life, so you bring it in. But it's not like you have to or you had to. You didn't. You just decided. And how did you decide? It's all messages that are coming at you.
I think a lot of kids start drinking coffee in college. Why? I think they think it's grown up, and now they're in college, so they're grown up. I think they think it's cool. I think they drink it to stay awake because they haven't got their homework finished.
They drink it because they're prevented by law from drinking alcohol. So they're drinking coffee instead.
I started drinking coffee a lot during my senior year just because I had a lot to do to get through the day. I had a lot of work. I worked.
Do you really believe it helped?
No, it's just, no, I didn't. It was just the idea that, it's a psychological thing. For the first half of senior year, I was drinking coffee to stay awake, but then I realized that it was decaf the whole time. My stepdad was like, why are you drinking this? It's decaf. And
bad for you. It's all chemicals.
You see,
extra chemicals.
Cats are smart. Do you see the cat going for the cup of coffee? No, the cat's going for the cup of milk.
It's not true. Here. Which one?
Oh, here's a test.
See?
All right, which one do you like, Poozy? My point. Cats do not like coffee. Cats like milk.
Throughout this project, we interviewed and gathered data from avid coffee drinkers, non-coffee drinkers, baristas, coffee shop managers, cats, and others. We found that, like us, many hold differing views based on their personal experiences with coffee. Health perceptions vary between those interviewed. Some believe coffee is beneficial to health, some believe it is not, while others are unsure of its effects. The reasons behind consumption were also diverse, with little consistency between them. In addition, the conspicuous presence of coffee on college campuses was explained by some as a psychological aid in studying and productivity. Scientific research that has been conducted thus far has also been somewhat inconclusive. Much of it claims that coffee is detrimental to health, while opposing research shows quite the opposite. We have gathered more information on scientific research that can be found by following the link at the bottom of the screen. Overall, our research shows that despite all the differing opinions that exist, coffee is and remains a large part of American culture.
Cheers.